Hello guys, how you all doing? If this is your first time seeing this face, my name is Glory Ifoma. Today I'm going to be talking about Haiti. Haiti, H to the A to the I to the T to the I. I'm going to be captioning this particular series Insights, the world as we see it. In this series, I'm going to be talking about economics.
Knowledge is information. Write that down. Understanding is comprehension. Write that down. But wisdom is application.
I'm going to be talking about historical events, try to correlate it with current happenings. Please subscribe to my channel. Do not make it your last. Click the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post new videos. So we're talking about Haiti. Guys, in recent times, Haiti has been in mainstream media, social media, for not too good reasons. This country is going through a lot. So on Saturday, the 14th of August 2021, the earth trembled in Haiti, in the southern peninsula of Haiti, a 7.2 magnitude earthquake, leading to the destruction of so many lives and properties. I think this happened in about 3 provinces in Haiti. That's the province of Nipe, of Sud, and Granance. So by the 19th of August 2021, death toll was about 2,200 and other injured were about 5,900. This is the report from the local authorities, and by now, as I'm speaking, I'm sure that these numbers would have risen by now. So that is a lot for a country to take, especially given the fact that just last month their president was assassinated. That is really a lot. Aside this disaster that happened, another major challenge this country is facing is getting supplies to the needy areas. Tropical storms has really been a challenge, preventing or slowing down the availability of supplies or the transportation of supplies to these affected areas, seconded by the fact that there is the armed gang activities going on most of these major highways, discouraging most humanitarians and NGOs and the facilitation of supplies to these needy areas. Another question that comes to my mind is, your country is really going through a lot. Why would you want to act as a hindrance to people that are in need? Anyways, that is aside. So the major question is, who are the Haitians? Where did they originate from? Have these always been the case in terms of natural disasters? Have these always been a troubled country? What are the good sides about this country? Let's not forget the fact that in 2010, this country had a major earthquake, which was very catastrophic. In fact, it was estimated that more than 200,000 people lost their lives. Is there hope for them in the future? These are some of the questions this video will try to answer. Haiti is a Caribbean country that shares the island of Hispaniola with Dominican Republic. The capital of the Republic of Haiti is called Port-au-Prince, and it was founded by the French in about 1749. 1749, that's really a long time, about 272 years ago. Now, that is what we call ancient. So you see, this country did not just pop up from nowhere. It goes way back, way back. Haiti was discovered by Christopher Columbus in 1492. Guys, that is a long time. Just help me calculate 1492. 500 and something years ago. But then again, like Christopher Columbus, the name Christopher Columbus rings a bell. Okay, if you studied history in school, you should know that this explorer did a lot of things in Africa. Okay, so and I'm really wondering if I always get to ask myself when I was studying history then, that why do history tell us some African nations were discovered by some European explorers when these countries were already inhabited? I mean, it's not like it's just an empty country that was just discovered. So I feel like it's fair enough if it is said to say that maybe some of these explorers just brought this country to the map or to the limelight. But in terms of discovery, they didn't actually discover these countries, because they didn't go and pull people from one place to another and say, okay, you come and form a country. Like, it was already existing before they came to find out about it. They just merely brought it to the limelight, brought it to the map, in most cases for the purposes of slavery in those days. Anyway, so yeah, Haiti was discovered, according to what history said, by Christopher Columbus. Before it was discovered by him, this country was already, being inhabited by the native called Taino. Taino then is just like they were called by their language. That was a local language then, Taino. The different type of Taino as at then. I don't know about now anyways. So there's the Indian Taino from the little research I was doing, and there's the Haitian Taino. So before Christopher Columbus discovered Haiti then in 1492, obviously they were already inhabited by the natives called Taino, which was their local language. Haiti is the most mountainous country in the Caribbean. Now, there are about 13 Caribbean nations per se. In terms of Caribbean islands, there's so many Caribbean islands, but in terms of nation, there are about 13 Caribbean nations. Haiti is the first country in the Western Hemisphere to abolish slavery. Isn't it interesting? So in other words, we can say that Haiti was the first country that gave the other African countries the liver, the guts, the stamina, the courage, the heart, the mind to be able to stand and say, no, we say no to slavery. We say no to chains on the neck. Haiti is the first that led the way, that showed the light, that made others understand that we can actually achieve this if we set a mind to do it. Voodooism is the officially recognized religion in Haiti. When I got to discover this, I had to read more about it because I don't really know more about voodoo. And when reading, I got to discover that Voodooism started in Africa, in Benin Republic, today known as Benin Republic, but in time past, that is Dahomey Kingdom. For those of you who do not know what voodoo or voodooism is, it is a supernatural ancestral connection passed from generation to generation by word of mouth, that is oral tradition, rituals, and spiritual practices. Do not forget that Haiti was colonized by the French, so obviously French is going to be sort of part of their language. So French and Creole are the official languages of Haiti. The largest mountaintop fortress in the Western Hemisphere is in Haiti. Gourd is Haiti's official currency, and gourd was gotten from a plant called gourd, spelled Gourd. Now, the interesting part about this is it's a plant. If you notice in most Nigerian movies, you find there's this little calabash where they're using pouring palm wine. It's actually plant. So what happens is it is dried and left to dehydrate. Then when it's sun dried, there's the burro done inside of it. So when it's dried, it's now sort of like a cup-like figure or so. It was really used in the past. The history of earthquakes in Haiti started since the 1700s. 1700, that is a long time. Now, the first major earthquake that happened in the history of Haiti was in November 21st, 1751. The second, and this, I think this hit one of the cities that was hit hard by this was the capital, Port-au-Prince, which is still the capital today. The second major earthquake that occurred in Haiti was in June 3rd, 1770. The third major earthquake that happened was on April 8th, 1860. Since then till 2010, there was no earthquake in Haiti. The next question that comes to mind is, why is Haiti so susceptible to earthquakes? What is the cause of this? Now, the answer to that is the location of Haiti in the globe. Where is Haiti located? This has a lot to do with plate tectonics and their interaction. Haiti sits on a fault line between huge tectonic plates, big pieces of the Earth's crust that slide past each other over time. These two plates are the North American plate and the Caribbean plate. There are two major faults along Hispaniola, the island shared by Haiti and the Dominican Republic. The southern one is known as the Ericolo Plantain Garden Fault System. It is this fault system that the US Geological Study says caused Saturday's quake, and the same one that caused the January 23rd earthquake. The country still has not fully recovered from the 2010 earthquake and the Hurricane Matthew in 2016, and then another earthquake which occurred on the 14th. Enough of the so many negativity, or will I say negative occurrences in Haiti. Is there still hope for them? Are there some good things we can find if we go to Haiti? I think so. So I did a little bit of reading and research, and I got one or two, three, four, or maybe several things which are also positive about Haiti. What are those? The first thing you get to notice about the Haitians, or that has been said a lot in terms of positivity about Haiti, are the people. The people very resilient. Honestly, it's not an easy thing, living under such condition of uncertainty, where you don't know what is going to happen next. You don't know if you're going to sit and wake up in the morning with no house, or you're going to sit and wake up in the morning losing a family. And still, for the fact that the people of Haiti still carry on with so much hope, with so much finesse, with so much positivity, believing that everything is going to be fine, I think it's something to be admired about the Haitians. So their resilience is something to be admired about. Now, the next positive thing you can take from Haiti is the cuisine. From what I heard, like, the food is really something good, to talk about. It's something which one can be proud of. Okay, so Haiti have ranges of different types of food, ranging from seafood, local food, and things like that. So when next you're thinking of visiting Haiti, hey, why don't you try out some of their food? Another good thing to admire about Haiti is their history of freedom. So Haiti is the first African country to gain their independence and to fight against slavery, which is something to admire about. So I think they were the ones that gingered the whole anti-slavery movement in the 18th, 19th, and 17th century. We've come to the end of our little exploration about Haiti. So when next you think about Haiti, do not just think about the negative aspects of Haiti, the natural disasters and everything. There are still some good things to take out of this country. It's a time where we just need to be hopeful, help them in being hopeful, pray for them, extend our support from afar to them, and just generally have a positive spirit towards them, and encourage, if you have a Haitian that's your friend, just to encourage them while we pray for more political stability, because it's a lot when a country is facing natural disaster, political instability, unrest. That is just too much for a country, not to talk of a country that is as small as Haiti. But then, hey, never say never. We're still hopeful, and we believe that the best is yet to come for this nation. Okay, until next time, it's your girl Glory. Do not forget to subscribe, like this video, share, leave a thumbs up so that my video gets recommended to others. All right, let's take this ministry to the next level. Till next time, do stay safe. Mwah. Bye.